Welcome back, Geico Outkick Studios. Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief works fast, you won't stink. It's pharmacist-recommended odor-free pain relief for muscle pain, backache, strains, sprains, or even arthritis. No stinging or burning involved. It's simple pain relief. Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief works fast, you won't stink. Eddie Garcia, what you got for me?
Well, in the NBA playoffs, we had Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. It went double overtime before the Raptors beat the Celtics 125-122 to keep their season alive and force a deciding Game 7 on Friday. Kyle Lowry, 33 points in the win for Toronto. Jaylen Brown, 31 points in the loss for Boston. Game 4, Western Conference semifinals. Clippers over the Nuggets, 96-85. Kawhi Leonard, near triple-double for LA. 30 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. The Clippers have a 3-1 series lead. They're 1 win away from their first ever trip to the conference finals. NHL playoffs, Game 2, Eastern Conference final. Lightning edged the Islanders 2-1 on a Nikita Kucherov goal with 8.8 seconds to play. Tampa Bay has a 2-0 series lead. And in baseball, almost a record-setting night for the Braves as they beat up on the Marlins 29-9. Atlanta finished 1 run short of tying the Major League record of most runs in a game. Adam Duvall hit 3 home runs, drove in 9 in the win for Atlanta. We'll be back to Outkick the coverage in just a moment, but first, a word from Mako.
Mako is ready to fix those dents, repair that collision damage, spray on a fresh coat of paint. With online estimates, contactless service, and our best price guarantee. Come to Mako and roll out refreshed. Go to Mako.com to get started and to find a shop near you. Better get Mako.
Now back to Clay Travis in the Geico Outkick the coverage studios.
Geoff Schwartz with us. Hey, Jeff, do you think Drew Brees is going to have like 150 different people's names on his helmet that he thinks was shot unjustly just to make sure he doesn't get criticized?
I don't think so.
That's what we were out to dinner last night, and Jason Whitlock was like, I think Drew Brees' helmet's going to look like the Ohio State Buckeye helmet. It's just going to have names everywhere. Like, this dude is so gun-shy over what did happen during the national anthem after the way that he backpedaled, got criticized for everything that he said before. He's going to have
he won't have any name on his helmet.
He's going to I think he's going to have 1150 names. I think he's going to have, like, all the way back. Like, Whitlock said he might have Kunta Kinte's name on there. I don't know. He's going to have everybody covered.
I don't think he's going to have that. I think that. I mean, I'm curious to see what players do with that. Look, the NBA obviously has been on now.
Would you get how nervous would you be as a white guy if you were playing in the NBA? Like, what would you do? Like, because everybody's looking, I feel like, at the white guys more than anything right now. So, would you have a name on your helmet? Would you kneel? Like, and how much of it would you just feel based on pressure? Like, what do you think you would do for the start of the game if you were still playing?
It's a great question. It's much easier to look at it now with moving back than I was in the moment. Because, I mean, I was, 2016, I was out in the NFL, but I was, I just was on the roster of that training camp. I think what's going to happen is there's definitely going to be eyes on the people that don't kneel if the entire team decides to do it, right? Like tonight, for example, if it's just 12 Chiefs players and 15 Texans, and I don't think it's a story of who did not kneel, but if it's 45 Chiefs players and the 10 don't kneel, then those 10 are going to have to, unfortunately, probably explain why they don't kneel. And I think that is something that is a concern for the players that don't. Because again, it's optional. You don't have to be. You shouldn't be forced into doing it.
What do you think you would have done? Like, it's easy to answer now because you're not actually playing. But like, what do you? And obviously, you weren't in the locker room and all those things. There's obviously a bunch of different levels. But what do you think you would do if you were on the field tonight?
If the team decided to do it, I would do it as a team. If it was individual decision, I would not. I mean, I was not one to rock the boat, to have any extra eyes on me. I mean, just offensive lineman, but just kind of my position with the team. I was never able to really to do that. So I would do what the team did. If the team decided to kneel, I'd take a knee as part of the team. If it was an individual choice, I would stand up. That's what I would have done.
Who is going to win tonight? What happens in the actual game?
I mean, the Chiefs should win this game. I think the number is super high. I mean, 9 is a super contest number. That just feels that's the highest spread this weekend. This is 2 playoff teams.
Yeah.
I think the over is in play tonight too. I think that
bad tackling,
yes, bad tackling, and the Chiefs are just so fast on offense. Their total is 31. It's a ton of points. 31.5. I saw. I think maybe 32. I think a lot of points are scored tonight. The tackling in the NFL is going to be atrocious. How about this? You can use this later today. In the lockout year, 2011, the first 2 weeks of the season, the overs were 22-9-1.
That's a great stat. And that's just because the practice when the teams weren't prepared on the defensive side of the ball more so than offense.
Can't tackle, yep.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great stat. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to be like, hey, I was doing a bunch of research. I'm going to say that on Fox Bet Live tonight. Hey, I was doing a bunch of research, looking back at the stats for 2011. Good stuff. We'll be watching, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right. That is Geoff Schwartz. All right. When we come back, we're going to quickly give you our Super Bowl picks. And then the Attorney General of Ohio is going to join us. He is saying that Ohio State should sue the Big Ten because they are not being allowed to play fall college football, and that he thinks the Buckeyes would have a case to recoup tens of millions of dollars in damages over their season not taking place. We're going to discuss that with him. Also give you some Super Bowl picks. This is Outkick on Fox Sports Radio.